Every year, thousands of people attend Chandler's Ostrich Festival. But they may not know that the popular festival dedicated to this quirky bird is tied to Chandler's bright and vibrant past.
It really begins with Dr. Chandler and Dr. Chandler's investment in the ostrich industry. He first started investing in the land that is now Chandler as a way to bring industrial agriculture.
A.J. Chandler noticed a profitable market in women's fashion, ostrich feathers.
He bought some ostriches from another ostrich farm in the West Valley, and he started a ostrich drive where he drove about 200 ostriches south of Phoenix, all around South Mountain to Chandler Ranch to bring to his ranch.
People began to gather to watch the spectacle of an ostrich drive when tragedy hit.
Unfortunately, during that drive, it took 3 days, one of the ostriches started a stampede, an ostrich by the name of Roughneck, who was a notorious ostrich because he'd actually killed 2 men, started a stampede, and they lost about 50 to 60 ostriches.
Roughneck, true to his name, actually caused the fatality of an onlooker. Still, people gathered to see the ostriches.
Ultimately, Dr. Chandler brought the ostriches and put them on display behind the San Marcos Hotel.
The public was able to interact with Chandler's ostriches firsthand. Despite public curiosity, Dr. Chandler's investment lost its value. Ostriches' susceptibility to the Spanish flu and changing women's fashion were to blame.
The ostrich industry, part of fashion, really went on for about 15 to 20 years. But by the time World War I came around, women's fashion started to become a little less ostentatious. They took away the feathers. They wanted to be respectful of the war effort that was going on. And that really affected the ostrich industry because suddenly those ostrich feathers were not worth very much money at all.
But even after the feathers lost their popularity, Dr. Chandler held out hope for a rebound. Well into the 30s, every spring, Dr. Chandler continued to bring out his collection of ostrich feathers from the hotel basement to dry in the sun and put on display.
Because he was completely believing that the industry was going to come back and those feathers were going to be worth money again.
And although the industry ended before World War I, the history lived on.
So in the mid-'80s, the city had different festivals, and they were looking for a name for the spring festival that would be unique and would give a unique sort of story and history to the community.
The Ostrich Festival was started as a collaboration between the Chandler Chamber and the City of Chandler in order to celebrate our heritage. Dr. Chandler, our city's founder, was one of the largest ostrich farmers here back in the early 1900s, not only here in Arizona, but nationwide.
As the festival grew, it was relocated to its current location at Tumbleweed Park. With nationwide recognition and appearances in productions such as Waiting to Exhale, a Snapple commercial, the Travel Channel, and more, the Ostrich Festival became one of the premier festivals in the country.
You may be walking around businesses and see a decorated ostrich in a business. The ostrich industry is still in Arizona. There are still some ostriches grown in Arizona, but a lot of businesses still try to connect themselves to that history, that background, that unique nature.
And it's our hometown event. It's our way to showcase what a great community Chandler is to live and work and play.